Hello, beloveds. The park is quiet. Well, I should say quiet from humans, or void of humans. There's plenty of music that Mother Earth is making. Frog is with us. Birds, of which I cannot identify, but they are with us. I hope you can hear them. The autumn colors are so spectacular. This is transmission number 8. And before I get any further into the transmission, I want to invite y'all to read the description of these transmissions. There are a lot of hints and clues about who I am in the description. It is also why I do not provide verbal trigger warnings before I talk about anything that may be heavy or triggering, because basically I am a trigger. That is part of who I am. It's funny, I said that the park was quiet from humans, and now I hear kids laughing and playing. That's sweet. I always feel closest to my inner child when I am in nature, in this park, in this space, creating, collabing with the Almighty Creator. And you're probably going to hear me sniffle. The weather has definitely become cooler, and it's making my nose sniffle. So I'll just let you know that that is going to be happening. I do not edit these videos. Whatever I say is meant to be part of the transmission. Whatever is heard in the videos is meant to be part of the transmission. The pictures, the photographs that I use as thumbnails at the beginning, or as the display of my videos on my channel, are taken by me. They are minimally edited, and the photography is one of the ways that I have been not only telling my story, but also working with Mother Earth and the 4 elements to truly capture some extraordinary pictures, moments in space and time. That, to the point of, like, some of them blowing my mind, and I'm only armed with my camera phone, which is, oh my gosh, the phone is probably 5 years old now, maybe 4, but it is paid off. It is mine, and it is the best camera that I have access to. So it is what I have been using to document this past year of my ascension, of remembering and awakening to consciously know who I am and what my mission is here on Earth. I affirm that everyone who finds this video and beyond, the entire planet, galaxies, and universe and multiverse, that all is well and in harmony, in healing, peace, love, and light, and protection. It was just about a week ago that I filmed recorded transmission number 7, and in the previous transmissions there have been considerable gaps of 3, 4, even longer weeks between transmissions, but there seems to be a greater push and nudge to record transmission number 8, and interestingly it's Halloween 2025 as I record this, which puts a big smile on my face because Halloween is perhaps my favorite holiday of the humans making. And growing up, I wasn't allowed to dress up or go trick-or-treating. And, oh my gosh, I would just long to feel that experience when I was a kid, to go shopping for a costume or even be able to talk about a costume or what I wanted to be. And I think that's the magic that I loved so much, that I wanted to be a part of as a kid, and still as a grown-up kid. It's this one day where, at least in the United States, I honestly don't know if other countries celebrate Halloween or not in this moment. Hello, sweet little, oh my gosh, so cute. I wish I could show you these precious little visitors coming to join us, but they're so little that they would get lost in the leaves of the blackberry vines, brambles beyond the grass. So trust their energy is with us by their song and their call. So cute. It's like brown, dark brown. Just telling us something. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So back to Halloween. It is this one day where everyone gets to like go into fantasy land from the 3D matrix and become whatever avatar character they want to be. And I just think that's so magical. always wondered what it felt like to get to go trick-or-treating and get loads of all different sorts of candies that I'd never seen before, heard of before. Just like this fucking mountain of candy and treasures. And it's so interesting because the past few years after Halloween, I lived in a place that was close to a park, and so after the day after Halloween, the park would be littered with all different kinds of candies that kiddos had dropped along the way, and most of them were still unopened, so I got to enjoy a little piece of that magic. But I find it extraordinary that I feel this push to record transmission number 8 today on Halloween of a 9-year. I am well aware that I am at the end of an old timeline and the beginning of a new one. Since this awakening and remembering became a conscious part of my existence in this human vessel about a year ago. I want to talk a little bit about the playlist, the magical playlist, and again invite you to check out the description of these transmissions, because the information to find the playlist is in the description. But first I want to give all the props to Mother Earth, who has been the biggest guide, and all of the players who dwell in the natural world have been my guides, have been my protectors, and actually this has been true my entire life. I just didn't consciously fully realize it until about a year ago, and it is becoming more profound and magical as the months have progressed. Thank you. And I would also like to give props to Grandmother Spider, who has been steadily with me over the past year, and I've been consciously aware that she has been with me, but only in the past couple weeks have I recognized that this whole time she has been teaching me how to weave this web of love and light across the globe on the wings of music to bring healing and harmony to this planet. Grandmother Spider. Oh my goodness, in so many different forms, but or I should say so many different types of spider, but Grandmother Spider is very clearly the energy of the larger ones that I have been visited by, and I don't know their identity, but but I intuitively know that they are grandmother spider. And I got a chuckle on my way to my writing session a couple days ago because I realized that even the humans have been helping me in preparation for Halloween by putting webs and spiders outside of their homes. So that just was a magical thought. That the humans have joined in, unbeknownst to them, in helping me build this web of love and light. So, the utmost props to Grandmother Spider. Before us here is my sigil. And I believe it was only the transmission number 7 that I introduced this piece of who I am to y'all. Every morning and evening that I have my writing sessions here in the park, the sigil sits in front of me, and before I sit down to write and listen to the magical playlist, I go around and gather treasures that my little kid self is drawn to, that feels delightful, like this little fluff of lichen in the, let's see, closest bottom corner. You can see a little bit of it in the screen. It's like a seafoam green, and it almost reminds me of what coral looks like. And it is sitting fluffily on top of needles from a sprig of some type of spruce tree, I believe. And it's interesting because when I first created the sigil, which I believe is also my superSTAR symbol, that I envision going on my ultimate superSTAR costume when I morph into the fullness of that character. This is my symbol. But it's basically a spider web, and in the center is a diamond, and then the center of that is a spiral that leads to a heart, and that is the essence of me, right? I am love. Oh my gosh, I had to pause for a second because there was an ant crawling on my left ear, and it was tickling me, so I had to pause so the sound of the headphone earbud, I guess is the proper term, to take it out for a second and find what was tickling my ear. So Ant is with us too. Ant is often with us, which symbolizes community and determination, will, grit. Ant has definitely been one of my most frequent visitors, especially at the park. Anywho, the sigil, when I first started, after I first created it, I would put all the treasures from Mother Earth on top of it, in the corners, in the four corners. And intuitively, I realized, I don't know, a week or so ago that, perhaps I need it to be free, like the wind can pick it up to activate the power and magic of all that it is, all that it represents. It is brown, like in the part where in the center going out from the Nog Champa incense ash that falls on it, that you also see burning. And these two, I guess they're maple leaves, golden maple leaves, were sitting on the space where I write when I arrived today. So I felt like they were a gift that needed to be part of today's creating. So we're 21 minutes and 27 seconds in, and I haven't talked about the magical playlist, which is what my original thought was to share with y'all. But I do believe that whatever is supposed to come out in these transmissions is what comes out. So there you have it. But I guess I could just close by giving y'all a hint about this magical playlist. I realized about a year ago, when I first created the playlist, at first I thought, okay, I'm just gonna put songs on here that I've always loved, that resonate with me, my musical collection. And as the playlist grew, I realized, oh my gosh, this music is telling my story. It is helping me tell my story. However, it is also simultaneously telling the story of planet Earth, the story of the four elements, the story and energy of all of Mother Nature, Mother Earth, the story of the origins of this universe, the cosmos. It's pretty magnificent. And while I don't consciously know fluently any other languages beyond English, there are a multitude of songs from around the world that I was guided to add to the playlist. And the ones that resonate most deeply in my soul are those from indigenous peoples around the world, using Mother Earth and treasures from Mother Earth to create instruments, to create music. I feel it just reverberating and vibrating through my entire physical vessel and spiritual energetic field, especially when I hear that music. it is also, the playlist is also an embodiment of duality. I am the embodiment of duality, so it only makes sense that my magical playlist mirrors that, right? So I think I'll just leave it at that for now. Music has been here long before humans. Mother Earth has been creating music since the beginning of time and space, probably before. And all of the blessed sounds that she creates in this orchestra, in this harmony. I mean, just the sound of leaves falling, floating to the ground. They dance on air, fluttering down. Birds, river, sky. So, definitely got some more hints about who I am and what my divine mission is. But I can invite you to check out the description of these videos and learn more about who I am. And with that, I send out healing white light on the wings of music. May you all be surrounded by love and light and joy and harmony and wealth and health and prosperity and abundance in all its many, many forms. Until the next transmission, I love you very much, and I will be back again soon.